Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. I want to talk about something, and I'm going to play a quick clip from a video that I did. Let's do that real quick. About, I don't know, a week ago. Let me see here. Let's find it. Here it is. We're going to play this real quick. Hopefully I don't blast you out. Let's pre-set up the volume right here. Here we go. Let me play this real quick for you guys. Because what if we were to all of a sudden mysteriously lose a refinery in a fire? You know, it's not like that hasn't happened in the last couple of years around the world. Wouldn't it be interesting that if all of these things started lining up and all of a sudden a refinery popped off, or some geopolitical event happened to where, oh man, price of oil just went skyrocketing? Because it's America that still runs the world as far as monetary policy, especially the way the dollar is showing so much strength versus. Okay, so real quick, that video came out a day ago, but I filmed it a couple days ago, and I want to share something with you. Now, first off, as you see this video right here, this is not confirmed. I think this is actually an old video. This came out, somebody threw out Three Rivers Refinery, right? And there's no official press release as far as this showing, you know, this was an actual real event currently. You know, I think it's an old video. Three Rivers, you know, website doesn't show it. There's no real news out about it. But check this out. This is really, really interesting to me. So I looked at what happened this last week in oil refinery fires. Check this out. Large explosion in Taiwan's Dalian oil refinery, no injuries. Now, this was 18 hours ago. Explosion at Petronas oil refinery in Johor after fire breaks out, no injuries, 1 day ago. That's the same one, Taiwan. Here you go. Fire breaks out at an integrated complex in Malaysia today. I'm pretty sure that's the same one, Kuala Lumpur, yep, in Malaysia. Here we go. 2 weeks ago, worker injured in New York refinery flash fire dies in hospital. This is absolutely blowing me away this week, what we've seen as far as fires and explosions. Now, we have these stories right now that are breaking about the diesel shortage in America. And I'm sure that there's going to be issues with diesel around the world because diesel is what makes our country run, right? But you look at, like right here, that St. Croix refinery that had that leak and had some issues, fire earlier in August, right? It's still idled. It's not running. We have multiple refineries all over the world right now, idled, not running. This is very, very interesting. This is out of the Washington Times 7 hours ago. Check this out. EPA closed a refinery that rained oil. Now it's a ticking time bomb. And it talks down here in the U.S. Virgin Islands, the St. Croix thing. The point being is that the facts are, not only do we have a very limited amount of diesel right now that the governments came out and said, right? But we are seeing catastrophes around the world as far as plants mysteriously exploding and catching fire. All right. This is something that people need to be maintaining control over, getting this information out. Like, please hit the share button on this thing, figure out a way of sharing it or hitting the thumbs up button and things like that, because people need to understand what the really big plan is. It's really mysterious. And that's why I did that video a couple of days ago. And I said, wouldn't it be weird? You know, we've seen this year mysterious fires breaking out all over the country at food processing plants, and we've seen shelves that are bare around the country. Yeah, sure, if you want your Kraft mac and cheese and you want this or that, yeah, it's there, but at what cost? You know, a lot of people think of, when they think of a shortage, either food or fuel, there's just not going to be any there. There's always going to be food and fuel, but what happens is the price rises exponentially. So it's at what cost? You know, if we go into an actual shortage, we're all of a sudden like, hey, you know, the diesel truck's not showing up at the gas station to fill up. Well, what happens to the guy across the street that still has a half a tank left? He jacks that price up. We've seen profiteering all throughout the ages. This is a normal thing. It's a normal human behavior. So what do? You need to prepare now and get your vehicles fuel. And it's like when I did that DEF shortage, there still is a DEF shortage. I don't know how some people can't get it through their minds, because the cost of DEF keeps going up. And it's not like I see pallets of it at Costco anymore or at Walmart. There's a handful, right? There's 10, 20 of them, and the price is about doubled. So that's what happens during a shortage, unless you just flat out have nothing. And those are rare, because in economics, prices always meet demand. All right. So if the demand stays constant, but the actual amount of goods dwindles, right, decreases, what happens is price goes up exponentially, and then you have what's called demand destruction. A lot of people don't understand that. Demand destruction is, you know what, I've got a diesel truck, and oh my gosh, diesel is $8 a gallon, which, just so you know, right now in my hometown, the highest priced diesel right now is $7.50, okay, a gallon. So we're already pushing up near that $8. That's an extreme, but really $6.57 is the lowest I've seen in my town right now, as of right now, okay? So all of that pressure is going to be putting pressure on semi-truck operators and things like that. You know, they're going to need extra money, fuel surcharges added because of this instant bump that we're having. And I believe it could actually lead into a panic, especially if we do have, and I do believe, I would not be surprised the next week if we saw a refinery fire in this country. Now, again, that video I showed you on Twitter is not verified. All right. I think that's old footage, but that's yet to be seen. I tried to find the information for you guys. I couldn't, but look at what's going on around worldwide. Multiple refinery explosions or fires in the last 3 days, or 2 days. Sorry. That is absolutely mind blowing. Literally. Get ready, because what's going to happen is, you know, a lot of people are just demand destruction. They're going to go, okay, the price is too high. I'm going to drive my commuter car today instead of driving my truck or my SUV. You know what I'm saying? They're going to slow their spending. So during a shortage, there'll always be some of whatever's in shortage, but it's at what cost? If it goes up exponentially, you just go, I don't want it. And then what happens? They catch up with supply, catches up with demand, or demand falls so bad that the prices actually come down, because these companies that sell fuel, they're in the business of selling fuel. If they can't sell fuel, they're going to go out of business. So if they have some and nobody's buying it, they will lower the price. That's how it works. It's actually a very, very simple thing that economists and bankers have wanted to fool you forever to not realize how easily this is to decipher. Guys, sorry about the bad green screen. It's sort of breaking news for me. I wanted to get it out as soon as possible. But again, I talked about this a couple days ago on a video. I'm like, wouldn't it be interesting if all of a sudden, with all these shortages looming, that we're going to have some problems? We're going to have these refinery fires. It looks like they're already picking up pace. So, hey guys, hopefully you saw it here first. Hit the thumbs up button, the like button, whatever. Subscribe. If you don't like the video, hit the thumbs down twice. I get the message. All right, guys, that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.